Down the Mass Pike, heading home from like Concord, Lexington, towards home where I live in Milford, which is off 495 near Hopkinton, near the start of the Boston Marathon, for those of you who don't know. And all of a sudden, I'm just driving along, really tired, it's really hot. I'm driving, and all of a sudden, I felt a thump. I said, oh, a thump? How could a car hit me in the middle of the Mass Pike? I'm in the middle of 80 miles. I look in my rearview mirror, my bike is flying down a Mass Pike. And I panicked, I go, oh my God, sorry, oh my God. And I picked up my cell phone, 911, and I'm pulling over to the breakdown lane, and there's no breakdown lane, it's like all dirt, and then I pull back, and I'm panicking, and luckily there was a police barrack, state police, right there. I pulled in, and I already called them. I said, I'm the one that just called. And the guy, he said, they just went out to get your bike. Because I thought, oh my gosh, I really thought I might kill someone. The bike might kill someone. Like, or my poor bike. I love my bike. I might lose my bike. The police officer came back about 5 minutes later, and he said, the bike is gone. Someone snatched it. That's what I said. Oh my God. And I said, do things like this happen? Oh yeah, ladders, chairs, dogs, they all fall off. That's what they said. So I was devastated, just devastated. I had just put like 1,000 miles on this bike. It was my baby. I mean, I spent a lot of time with this bike, and it was like I really lost something. Anyways, I got a new bike, and thank goodness insurance paid for it. A month later, I get a phone call from my bike shop. Someone just brought your bike in for repairs. So I got the bike back, but it's beyond repair, so you can't even fix it, but it's in my basement, and I look at it every now and then. However, a couple years later, I'm driving home from the Cape after visiting my mother on Labor Day, and I'm driving down Route 25, 495 area, and I feel a thumpity thump, thump, thump. I said, no, not again. I look in my rearview mirror, and not only is my bike, but the entire rack is flying down the highway. I picked up the phone, 911. I pulled over to the medium this time. I didn't even try a breakdown lane. I got out of the car. I started walking down to retrieve my bike and all the pieces of the rack. I was so calm. And the police, actually, I was really lucky because a couple of guys in their truck stopped. See, I wasn't going to leave the scene this time. They stopped and they started taking the rack and the bike, and they threw all the pieces over to the medium, which I was very grateful for, because again, I was thinking, I hope I don't hurt anybody. The police came, helped me put everything in the car, and I was on my way. Now, what does this have to do with public speaking? Experience, exactly. Just like, and the example I was going to use was talking about when you have to present to maybe senior VPs or people that you're intimidated by. Once you start to do it, or any situation you're in, once you start, the second time, you might panic the first time, but you're not going to panic the second time, or you're not going to panic as much. So the more you take on challenges of your presentations in front of certain audience, whether it's certain subjects, you might panic at first, but the more you experience, the more calm you will be when you present.